Okay, so tonight's team call, we're kind of joining forces here between our team, Team Fit and Fearless, and between Megan Carlisle's team, Fit and Fierce Dynasty, right? Yeah, cool. All right, and I thought we were going to have someone else on, but I don't think she's able to make it. So anyway, so we wanted to touch base with you guys and talk a little about, or not talk a little, talk a lot about Success Club is going to be the primary focus of this call. So what I want everyone to do is, if you don't already have it, get a piece of paper and a pen, or a paper and a crayon. I don't care. Just get something to write on. Okay? Doesn't have to be big. But I'm going to ask you a couple questions, and I want you to write down your own answers. And you don't have to read them out or anything, but I want you to write these down. So if you're watching this recording, do the same thing. Make sure you get a piece of paper and something to write with. So everyone just give me a thumbs up when you're ready. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. All right. So I want you to think about your business. Okay? It is April. It is the 26th. We have 4 days left in the month, and I want to know, or I want you to think about and write down, what is your non-negotiable goal that you set for yourself and for your business this month, and I'm assuming every month. What is that one non-negotiable goal that you said that you were going to set for yourself and hit come hell or high water every month? What is that goal? Write that down. Okay, so now if you have not thought about a non-negotiable goal, then think about it and write it down. And what I mean by that is, I'm assuming most everybody has one, but if you don't, a non-negotiable goal should be Success Club 5 minimum, no matter what, every month. If it's hard for you to think of Success Club 5, then think of 3 lives. Okay? Three people, 3 lives. However it touches you more emotionally to think about it, that's what I want you to think about. Okay? So if you haven't thought of a non-negotiable goal, make that it. And if you have a non-negotiable goal that's not Success Club, add Success Club to it, because that is your new non-negotiable. Okay? Now, so think about your non-negotiable goal and write down, have you hit this goal? As of right now, April 26th, 2016, have you hit your goal? Okay, the next one. What did you do to reach for that goal this month so far? Whether you've hit it yet or not, what did you do this month? So starting from April 1st to today, so in the last 26 days, what have you done for your business to hit your non-negotiable goal? And the last one, what did you do to reach that goal today? Even if you've already met your goal, what did you do for your business, or what did you do for your goal today, April 26th? So after you get that written down, take a second and look at it. Even after this call, look at it and ask yourself if you are proud of your answers. If you are 100% wholly and fully proud of your answers, then you're good. But if there's any part of you that is not, then you need to be taking your business more seriously, and you need to be taking your goals more seriously. So if you're not proud of your answers, look at your answers and think about how you would what you would be telling your coaches, your team members, if they did the things that you have done or not done this month. Does that make sense? So if there are things that you know you could have done more, think about this. Did your team do those things? Probably not. Most likely, in most cases, if you're not doing the things that you need to do to reach your own goals, your team is not going to follow suit as a whole. There will be some that will and some that won't. But as a whole, most likely, they will not be following suit with reaching their own goals if they have a leader who is not reaching theirs. Does that make sense? And it just kind of reciprocates over and over again. So I know that this is kind of preachy, but it's important because it's not important because of your Success Club points. It's not about points. If you're in this business to make it a business, if you're in this to change lives, if you're in this for those deeper meanings, then it's not about points. It's about changing lives. And if those minimum three people have not been found yet, if you've not connected with them yet, there's still time. I know it seems impossible. I haven't talked to anybody. I haven't messaged anybody. Whatever the case may be, start now. Because there are people who are one day going to thank you because you've reached out to them. And think of if you hadn't. It's either going to be somebody else that does reach out to them, and they're going to be the ones who gets to say that they helped that person change their life. Make it you. Does that make sense? Okay, so once we get off this call at some point tonight when you have a minute, really take a hard look at your answers to these questions that I asked and think about what else you can do if you haven't hit your goal yet. Megan is going to talk in a minute about some tips to help you get to your goal and different ways that you can still achieve that in these last 4 days. And your goal doesn't have to be Success Club 5. It could be Success Club 10. My goal has never been 5. It's always been 10 since I started last June. And every month since July, I started in the middle of June, so since July of last year, every single month, come hell or high water, I have hit Success Club 10. Last month, I hit it at like 11:45 p.m. And Heather knows that because I was talking to her when it happened. You have to pull out all the stops, and that's what non-negotiable means. So that means you're going to do whatever you need to do in your business and with your time to make that a priority to get it done. And your non-negotiable goal shouldn't be because myself or your upline sponsor or somebody else is telling you that should be your goal. It should be your goal because you want this to be a business and you want to change lives and you want to make a difference in some way, shape, or form. And that is how you do it. So whatever your goal is, if it's something other than Success Club, add Success Club. Now you have 2 non-negotiables. That doesn't have to be your only one. But if you are going to declare something as a non-negotiable goal, that's what it has to be. So if that means you stay up till midnight every night and you have to get up at 5 and you're running on 5 hours of sleep, that's what you do to reach your goal. If that means that you give up 30 minutes of your lunch, if you have an hour-long lunch, I'm assuming a lot of you work, 30 minutes to do messages, to do follow-ups, to do whatever. You have the other 30 minutes to yourself. Look at your day and figure it out and see and be honest with yourself about what you're not doing. Because if you are not at your goal by midnight or whatever time zone you're in, 11 p.m. on April 30th, then you haven't done your job. You haven't taken your business seriously this month. And that's something that you have to swallow and you have to live with. So, womp womp, I know, Debbie Downer, but, I mean, it is what it is. And I think that it is something that needs to be, addressed more boldly, because I know even for myself that last month, I let myself get way too close because I didn't do and bust my butt at the beginning of the month. I slacked off and I was busting my tail at 11 o'clock at night trying to figure out a way to make it work last month. So don't do that to yourself because it sucks, and get the work done at the beginning of the month. Set a goal. Okay, I'm going to shut up. Let Megan talk. And yeah, so I'm going to turn over to Megan and let her give you some tips then on what you can do to make it in these next few days. So I'm going to mute myself and go ahead, Megan.
Thank you. Okay, I took notes because I ramble and talk really fast. So 5 tips. Number 1, Success Club is a decision you have to make for yourself. Don't go throughout the month thinking, well, hopefully I hit Success Club. Like, hopefully I'll hit it this month. Maybe I'll hit Success Club 5. Maybe 10 if I get to 5, like early on. I don't know. No, it's a decision and it's non-negotiable, and you hit Success Club every single month. If you don't have the decision in your mindset, you're not going to hit it because it's not a decision that you made. You're just kind of like wishy-washy about it. When I first signed up, I learned Success Club is a non-negotiable. It's your goal every single month. Success Club 5, Success Club 10 if you want to move even faster. And it's the number one factor that determines coaches' success in their business. So that's the goal I set for myself every single month. And I set Success Club 10 like Ashley, but I didn't always hit Success Club 10 every single month like she did. I actually missed Success Club in December, and that would have been my 6th straight month. So I would have been a Success Club All-Starter next month. I was so mad at myself because I only missed Success Club because I didn't invite at all the whole month. I was just waiting for people. So it was my fault completely, and now I'm so mad. But anyway, treat every day like it's the last day of the month. Like, don't wait till the end of the month and then be rushing around and stressing yourself out. I used to do that too. So now I try to hit Success Club by the middle of the month. So I've already hit my goal a week ago, I think. So I don't even have to worry about it now. Now I'm just trying to help my own coaches, which is a lot easier and less stressful than staying up so late the last day of the month trying to hit Success Club. And like Ashley said, don't forget it's only 3 people. Success Club 5 is 3 people. Talk to your friends, talk to your family, and talk to some new people that you haven't talked to in a long time, or maybe you just became friends with. Just connect with people. Number 2, like I also said already, don't wait for people to come to you. That's what I did the whole first part of my business. I was just waiting for people to come to me. And that's not how this works. It might work for you for a little bit, but as a hobby, it's not going to pay you like a business if you're treating it like a hobby. And waiting around for people to come to you whenever they get the guts to talk to you is not how you're going to become successful in earning 6 figures in this business. Go find people that need your help. People that need your help are a lot of times really nervous to reach out to you. And sometimes they're thankful. They're like, thank you so much for reaching out to me. I wanted to ask you about it, but I've just been too nervous. I didn't want to say anything. A lot of people are like that. I wouldn't be surprised if almost all of you are introverts and don't want to reach out to people that you don't know. That's how I am. I don't like to talk to people I don't know, but this business has me way out of my comfort zone, which is why I'm becoming successful, is because I'm getting out of my comfort zone. Oh, if they say no, I'm happy with what I'm doing when you're reaching out to them, just say, oh, that's awesome. I love talking to people that are into fitness. Like, what are you doing? Just ask them about what they're doing and what they like. And if they say no, it's not for them, just say, that's okay. Thank you so much for getting back to me. Don't let the no like scare you off. It's still a seed planted, and now they're watching you. Each month, go through your friends list and pick like however many people you think you need to talk to for the month to hit Success Club, and write those people's names down and just start. Those are the people you start messages with every day when you're inviting, or I think of it as connecting, not inviting. I connect with people every day. I don't try to like cold invite people every single day unless the opportunity came up where I thought an invite, like I saw an opportunity for an invite. I just focus on connecting with people each day. So picking out the people makes it a lot easier, because I would just scroll through my newsfeed trying to find people to talk to, and that's not very time efficient at all. Number 3, last month's convos are this month's, sorry, that was my note taking. Last month's conversations are this month's Success Club points. So don't expect every single conversation you start this month to be your Success Club points for this month. There's a delay in the business. Some people want to watch you for a month. Some people want to watch you for a year. It depends. So every single conversation you're starting is a seed planted. So don't freak out when every conversation you start doesn't go the way you want it. It's okay. Some people might ignore you completely, but they're watching you. I have people reach out to me all the time that have never liked or commented a single one of my posts. Like Alyssa on this call.
Yeah, I did that.
Never liked anything I ever posted at all. And I was like, where did she come from? So people are watching. It's going to take more effort starting conversations and connecting with people at the beginning of your business, because you don't have as many seeds planted. And so you have to be patient and wait for those seeds to sprout, which is why a lot of coaches quit before they even see any success, because they're impatient and they expect every single conversation to be a Success Club point, for them to every conversation to be a challenger or a coach. And if it doesn't work the first month, they give up. Nothing's easy. Like, you went to school, if you have a bachelor's degree, you went to school for at least 4 years and you still had to learn how to do your job probably. Like, you can't just be in a business a month and be successful. Like, you have to learn what you're doing. Number 4, keep trying new ways. What works for me one month might not work for me the next month. Some month I might just be making really good posts and people are reaching out to me. The next month I might be also making good posts but having to start a lot more conversations, or a lot more follow-ups, going all the way back to the beginning of my messages and following up with people. And following up doesn't mean saying, okay, are you ready now? Are you ready to buy a challenge pack? Are you going to be my challenge group? You can just reach back out to people asking how they're doing, or ask last thing you talked about. Maybe they said they were pregnant or something, checking in on how their pregnancy is going, or if their baby was born or whatever. Just checking back in with people to see how they're doing. Yes. Oh, sometimes new people. Those are random notes that don't make any sense. Yeah. So keep trying new ways. The only way you fail is if you just stop trying. That's the only way you fail. Number 5, I said earlier also, it's non-negotiable. And I already told y'all that I missed it one time and I was so mad. So my new goal is to hit Success Club for myself. I at least hit Success Club 10 by the middle of the month. And now I'm working my boyfriend's business too. So he's been enrolled, but I'm working to start hitting Success Club in his business center too. At least 5, but I think I'm going to start shooting for 10 and working him to diamond. So that's my new goal. And I set that for the middle of the month because I don't want to be stressed out at the end of the month, which is how I ran like the first 6 months of my business, was just waiting around for people. And I would be a lot farther if I wouldn't have done that. But, you live and you learn. So that's all I have, Ashley. Do you have anything to add?
Yeah, I thought that those were really great points. I took notes. I think it's interesting to I really appreciate these kind of calls because there's always things that, Megan said that I'm like, yeah, I feel exactly the same way, but I'm like, I don't know why I've never said that before, so I think it's really helpful just to kind of get more than one person's insight, I guess. I really like what Megan was talking about. I just wanted to elaborate a little bit more on, she was talking about conversations and how they end. If you reach out to somebody and someone says, oh, not right now or whatever. A conversation should never end with no, right? So when you're talking with somebody, regardless of how the conversation is going, and let's say you fire off your invite or, anything, you fire off an invite and they just say no. And whether that's point blank, no, thanks, or they just kind of like, that's what they really mean, but they just kind of dance around it. The conversation never, ever should end with no. If you say, okay, all right, great, thanks, bye, kind of a thing, that's it. You've completely made a disconnect there with ending that conversation at no. When you are having conversations with people and they are telling you no, or whatever they're telling you, it is your job to lead the conversation in the direction that you want it to go, to an extent. What I mean by that is if you have a conversation and they say no, and you basically say, okay, thanks, or, oh yeah, I understand, and then let it go and not continue to talk to them, that looks to them like a sale. And that's really what you're doing. So it's like, do you want to buy this? No. Okay, thanks, bye. And you move on to the next person. That's what salespeople do. What we do in Beachbody is we try to connect and share with people. So if someone says no to me, that's fine. They're not ready. I understand that and I respect that. So I'm not going to keep pushing, but I still want to know what's going on in their life. Like, oh no, we're really trying to save up for a wedding. Perfect example. I have somebody who I've been talking for months, but she's getting married in Jamaica, and she would be phenomenal, but she's not ready. But if every time I stopped talking to her, or, and when she said no, I mean, we've been over and over and over in this. And if I just let it go and I only came back a month and said, hey, are you ready yet? Hey, I just wanted to follow up and see if you, have thought any more about coaching, or if you thought any more about, the 21-day fix. If you look through your conversations and that's all you talk to people about, then go ahead and start a new conversation with them. Does that make sense? If you're ending the conversation at no, then you're completely losing people.
Yes, that was a good point. Hopefully I didn't sound like that's where you should end the conversation.
No, I don't think you did. It was just like a light bulb that kind of went off in my head, like, oh. Because I've definitely done it. Recently, I pulled up conversations to message somebody, and I'm like, oh my God, the only thing I've said is, will you join my challenge group, basically 2 times. No wonder they haven't responded, Yeah.
And just, you can just, if they say no, just go right back to what you were talking about before.
Right.
Back about their job or their kids or whatever. Just right back to the conversation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I guess I never finished my thought. So that was my point with the girl who's getting married. So bad. So then my conversation leads into, how's wedding planning going? Did you pick out your dress? What are you going to wear? Are you wearing a beachy dress? Are you wearing like a traditional gown? Who's all going down there? I mean, ask questions. People want to talk about themselves, and they want to connect with people. Even if you get the people who are point blank no, and you don't think they want to talk to you, all you need to do is ask a question. Sometimes they're going to respond, sometimes they're not. I had a guy last week who I went to school with who I was never, ever thought I would ever message because he's ornery. And, but I was like, I know he'd do awesome. So I finally got up the cojones and messaged him, started a conversation, asked him point blank, no, N-O with a period. That was it. I was like, oh God, I knew this was going to happen. I shouldn't have said anything. That was a month ago. And guess who ordered a challenge pack this month? Him. He come out of the blue and said, well, it doesn't matter what he said, but he was like, yeah, I need your help. I'm fat. Help me. It's basically what he said. But so, I mean, you just don't know. And you're not going to know unless you continue to reach out is the point that we're trying to make.
Because all those no's, they just start following you. They're like, she had the balls to ask me to like join whatever she's doing, and actually I don't know what she's doing. So I'm going to go follow her and check out what she's got going on, and probably she could help me. So, sorry, I had to jump in there.
No, I'm glad you did. This is Laura, by the way. Does anybody have any questions, or we have like 6 minutes left? Any other things you can think of that you want us to discuss? Okay, so if you haven't hit your goal, this is one more thing I want you to write down then. So after
Can you hear me, Ashley?
Yeah, hi Kim. Oh my gosh, she's live.
Hi. Sorry, my dog's crazy. Ow. I just have a question. Sorry. This has been my life all night. Sorry. One second. One second.
Kim has a crazy puppy. And he's been terrorizing her all day. Hopefully she can come back. Okay, she's back.
So, you did the pop-up call the other day, and I was trying to ask this, but I forgot. What is the trick to, like, when people do their first challenge pack and they love Shakeology, and I'm like, oh, great, you can get it at a discount by doing this. And they're like, oh, no, thanks. And they go on and they cancel everything, or they still keep ordering Shakeology, but they want to pay the full price. Like, what the heck? I don't know where to go from there.
I would say my first question would be, when they say, hey, I'm loving Shakeology, do you lead right into like, oh, cool, you should become a coach and get the discount? Or do you elaborate on why they love it?
Well, first of all, that's what I do because I want to get other people's opinions on it. Like, well, what is it that you liked? And then I try not to just say you should be a coach. I just say Beachbody offers a discount program. Mm-hmm. And then I say, and if you want to share it with other people, you're already set right up to be a coach if you choose to. I try not to be like, hey, why don't you be a coach? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just have people like, everyone in my challenge group has awesome results and they loved everything, but they will not be a discount member. They will they don't keep ordering the Shakeology, and I'm just like, what is your problem? I don't know if there's
discount option.
Is there a YouTube video for that?
Do you offer them the discount option when they first sign up also?
Yes. Well, if they say that money's an issue, then I bring it up. If people say it's too
I always
right in the beginning.
I would be pissed if I didn't know I could get a discount. I would be so mad.
Yeah.
That's true.
I would continue with Shakeology. So if I canceled it, obviously I wouldn't be mad. But like I would just feel like they held something back on purpose, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it
Yeah.
does no benefit. Like it does me no benefit. It only benefits me if they're a coach working the business. So it's not like I'm telling them about it for my own good. I'm telling them about it because it's like a coupon. If I had a coupon, I would give all my friends coupons.
That's true. I guess I should start doing that right in the beginning. I don't know. I had one girl that was like, I thought she was going to be a coach because she was like, I want to be a coach. And then all of a sudden she messaged me for my coach ID because she's been a Beachbody customer, but she doesn't have a coach. And I tried switching her to me, but she couldn't find any of the information I needed. Then she was like, okay, I really want to be a coach. What's your coach ID so I can be under you? So I thought, okay, she must have actually followed the steps online to do this. I don't see her, and she's not responding when I'm like, hey, did you ever figure out how to be a coach? And now she like completely ignores that question. So I don't know.
I always unapologetically sign everyone up as a coach, or if I feel like it's a conversation I need to have before, I have it before, and they still end up almost always signing up as a discount coach. Because like you said, it sets them up to save money. You're doing them a favor. They're going to save money automatically as a discount. Next month, they're going to save that $40 to then sign up again or have to buy another challenge pack the second month. And they can just cancel it if they actually don't really want it. So, and like you said, it sets them up for the coaching opportunity if they choose to make money. And I say that, it sets them up for the discount and it sets them up to be successful and to choose to work the business. And I have a script for that. I can put that in the group if you want.
Yeah, that would be great.
And maybe, we have less than a minute. Do you ever share and post about the benefits of Shakeology and challenge groups to keep people excited about it, to stay on it?
Yeah, I share. I do the daily, pretty much the daily posts that Beachbody does, like for your challenge groups, how they tell you what to do each day. I don't do it word for word, but I get a lot of my daily posts just from that, and they have a lot of Shakeology posts.
She means on your personal page, I think.
Oh, yeah, I share everything. Everyone, I think, knows that I like how it helps me poop. I mean, I'm pretty open with all of my stuff.
I love it.
But I just try to tell people how much, I just be real with them. And I don't know, I guess I just feel like I have all these great challengers and I'm stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Something you could consider doing is when Ashley does her next Shakeology group, have your challengers all hop in that. And so they actually get some more information about Shakeology and it might be helpful going forward to do that every month.
Yeah, even though they're already on Shakeology, it's just more focused on the benefits and, the info.
They get it after.
Right.
So,
Okay.
All right, we'll talk more